Hi, I'm Angela, and I live here in Greece. Most people come to Greece for the islands, but I'm going to show you a completely different side of the country. This is a 7-day road trip through northern Greece, with hot springs, waterfalls, mountain villages, and places most tourists never hear about. From Athens, you can either drive or fly to Thessaloniki. To drive, it takes about 5 hours, depending on the traffic, and it's pretty straightforward highway the whole way. If you prefer to fly, it's only about a 50-minute flight. Tickets can be surprisingly affordable, usually anywhere around 40 to 100 euros, especially if you book in advance. Thessaloniki has a completely different feel from Athens. It's more relaxed, more local, and honestly one of the best food cities in Greece. This is a foodie city. Whether it's bougatsa in the morning, street food during the day, or seafood and meze by the water at night, you're going to eat really well here. One of the most iconic spots is the White Tower right on the waterfront. And from there you can walk along the waterfront, which is one of the nicest in Greece. Aristotelus Square is the main square in the city, always full of life, cafes, and people. You'll also see a lot of history here, like the Ark of Galerius. One of the most iconic spots, which is the White Tower right on the waterfront. And from there you can walk along the waterfront, which is one of the nicest in Greece. Not just to see the sights, but to really enjoy the atmosphere, especially in the evenings. It's one of those cities that's not just rushing, it's about walking, eating, and just enjoying where you are. From Thessaloniki, Vergina is about an hour away by car, so it's a really easy day trip. You don't need to stay overnight here. This is definitely something you can do as a half-day or full-day trip and then return back to Thessaloniki. But even though it's a short visit, it's one of the most important historical sites in Greece. This is where the royal tombs of Philip II, Alexander the Great's father, were discovered. What's really unique is that the museum is built underground, so you're actually walking through the royal tombs themselves. It's not like a typical museum. This was an ancient capital of Macedonia, so you're standing in a place that played a huge role in Greek history. It's a short stop, but definitely worth adding to your itinerary. Before continuing further north, from Vergina or Thessaloniki, if you're coming straight, it's about an hour and a half drive to the Pozar Thermal Baths. This is one stop where I definitely recommend staying overnight, so you can really enjoy the experience without rushing. Pozar is a natural hot spring area in the mountains, with warm thermal water flowing into pools surrounded by nature. It's a completely different side of Greece, quiet, relaxing, and perfect if you want a break from driving and sightseeing. You want to bring a swimsuit, and I'd also recommend a robe or a towel, especially if you're going in the cooler months, and maybe flip-flops because the ground can get a little slippery. If you can try to go both during the day and at night, the atmosphere is completely different. There are also small restaurants and places to stay nearby, so it's easy to turn this into a really relaxing overnight stay. From Pozar, Edessa is just about a 30-minute drive, so it's a really easy next stop. You don't need to stay overnight here. This is more of a stop you can enjoy for a couple of hours before continuing your trip. Edessa is famous for its waterfalls, some of the most impressive in all of Greece. The main waterfall is right in the center of town, and what makes it really unique is that you can actually walk behind it. There are walking paths, viewpoints, and little bridges, so it's a really easy and beautiful place to explore. It's green, fresh, and completely different from what most people expect, when they think of Greece. There are also cafes nearby where you can sit and enjoy the view before heading to your next stop. From Edessa, Naoussa is about a 45-minute drive, so it fits really nicely into the route. This isn't really a place you need to stay overnight, it's more of a stop along the way to relax and take a break. Naoussa is known for its alsos, which is a beautiful park area with running water, trees, and a much cooler shaded environment. It's one of those places that's less about sightseeing and more about slowing down for a bit. There are small tavernas and coffee shops here, cafes, so it's a great place to stop for lunch or a coffee before continuing your drive. It's not a major tourist stop, but it's a really nice break in the journey. Naoussa is also known for its wine, so if that's something you're into, this area is actually pretty famous for it. From Naoussa, it's about an hour and a half drive up into the mountains to reach Nymfaio. This is definitely a place I recommend staying overnight, just to really enjoy the atmosphere. Nymfaio feels like something out of a fairy tale, with its stone houses, narrow streets, and the mountain setting. There's also a bear sanctuary there, where rescued bears are cared for in a protected natural environment. It's a really unique experience and something you don't expect to find in a place like this. Aside from that, it's really about walking through the village, enjoying the views, and just slowing down. There are small cafes and guest houses here, so it's the perfect place to relax for a night. It's quiet, peaceful, and completely different from the busier parts of Greece. From Nymfaio, it's about an hour's drive to Kastoria, making it a really easy final stop on this route. This is definitely a place I recommend staying for at least 2 nights, just to really enjoy the pace and the setting. Kastoria is built right on a lake, and that's really what makes it so special. It's calm, peaceful, and perfect for walking along the water or just sitting and taking it all in. There's also the Dragon's Cave, with impressive stalagmites and stalactites. I'm not sure how to pronounce that in English. Stalagmites and stalactites. The town is also known for its Byzantine churches. One of the most interesting is Panagia Kumbelidiki. It's known for its frescoes. And if you look closely, you'll notice something unusual about them. This region is also known for its local products, especially beans, which is a big part of this area's tradition. After a few busy days of traveling, Kastoria is the perfect place to slow down and just enjoy where you are. And that's what makes this itinerary so special. Every stop feels completely different from the last, and it really shows you a side of Greece that most people don't get to see. And if you want a closer look at any of these places, I've done full videos on each one. You can find them here on my channel.